And if you knew the nature of a man, you wouldn't complain. You just understand. Because all men are dogs. And when a dog picks on a rug, you don't get angry. You understand. Well, that's just a dog. That's the nature of a dog. It said men just like that. It's a philosophy. All men are dogs. One book, the title of the book is Men from Mars. Men are from Mars. They're different from another planet. And women are from Venus. And brothers and sisters, when you see all the literature that's out there, you say, this is what they're saying about men. Why? You know what? It's not really their fault. And it's not even your fault. It's the fault of that shaitan. He's so mischievous. And brothers and sisters, say what you want to say about shaitan, but it's skillful. He made a promise to Allah. He's going to take most of us, the majority of us. Allah didn't say he's not going to take any of it. He's going to take many of them except for my few slaves. A few of them who are they? Those who are here for Quran and Sunnah, even if it goes against themselves. But if you, brother, play with Quran, play with it, and only use it to whip the woman, you'll never be successful. If you use hadith only to beat the women, you'll never be successful. The key is, apply it to yourself first. Yes. Apply it to yourself first. Let your wife, let your children, let your mother, let your father, let your friends see you applying the Quran to yourself first. Brother gets angry at his wife. Get attitude. Walk out the house. Okay. I'll cool down. Sometimes some of you brothers better walk out the house and put your fist in that woman's face. So walk out the house. You want to control yourself. But who gives you a right to walk out the house 3, 4, 5 days and the woman don't know where you are? You don't have the right to do it. It's against Quran. It's against Sunnah. You can't walk out and not let the woman know where you are and you go away 2, 3 days. Sisters, don't go for it. Any brother, sister, your husband go out the house a day or two, you don't know where he is, contact the imam. And you want to find where the brother is. Because you're wrong, brother. We'll send the security after you looking for you. Well, you want to look for me? That's my own business. No. Now, when you transgress, that's my business. Now, I'll go after you for your own self. You need the protection against yourself. Because you know what? The time is out for you to do anything you want to do because you're the man. I do what I want to do. Imam ain't going to do nothing to me, no? Watch and see. So we have to protect this woman. Invariably, when a man goes away, don't tell his wife where he is, he's doing something wrong. Invariably. You ain't at the night street. Where are you? Where are you, brother? You gonna go commit adultery because you angry at your wife? You gonna use that as an excuse? You think Allah's gonna accept that on Yom Qiyamah? Wait a minute. Yeah, what are you saying? I'm saying what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said. In my conclusion. You see, brothers, what has happened is that this world is so unnatural. It's reversing the roles. Joan London, I think her name is, newscaster, got a divorce from her husband. The man got a nerve to apply for alimony. Oh, I won't get some of her money. What's more absurd is he got it. Judge gave him alimony. I forgot how much he's supposed to get from her, how many thousands of dollars each week. A divorced woman now has to take care of her divorced husband. What the hell kind of world is this? Hell. Did I say Jahannam, hell? What kind of hell? Yeah, hell world this is, because that's all it is. It's a hell world. Because these people don't know what the heck they're talking about. They intellectualize so much the intellectualized right out of space. Can you imagine, man? A big, healthy man, 6 feet tall, healthy, sitting up getting alimony from his wife. Even if they gave it to me, I wouldn't take it. That's cheap. You're cheap, man. Stand up. Be a man. I'm going to conclude. You see, brothers and sisters, we live in a very unnatural climate here. In my opinion, brothers, and I don't mean you, but the men in this society is messed up badly. Yeah, messed up. They haven't got a clue on how to be a man. Haven't got a clue. So they follow Gotti. Maybe Gotti, I'll be like Gotti. Is it Gotti? Gotti. I'll be like Michael Jordan. I'll be like Magic Johnson. These are the heroes and so they try to be like them. They haven't got a clue. And that's why their lives are messed up. They're following after the wrong ones. They're emulating after the wrong kinds of people. To me, there's no better role model than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There's no better. Because you know why? Because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he combines the two. The strength of a man, the firmness of a man, and the gentleness at the same time. Strong for Allah, yet compassionate. Powerful and merciful at the same time. So we are unbalanced. We're crippled because we don't know how to act like a man. I close with this. Of all the nature of man and woman, I want to take one from the man and one from the woman only today. Can I tell you the nature of a man, brother? His nature is absolutely in accordance with that ayah from the Quran. وَبِمَا أَنْفِقُوا مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ. He spends out of his wealth. Don't you know, sisters, it's the nature of a man to want to take care of some woman? This is the nature of a man. He don't want to take care of himself. He wants to take care of a woman. That's the nature of a man. Allah created him to want to take care of women. But what happened? The society got turned around. And this society jerked the men around. Especially black men. And men of color. Hey man, why you got to talk about that? I'm talking about it because it exists, man. Don't you see the handwriting on the wall? You're having problems, man, because you don't know the nature of oppression. You oppress so much that you don't even know it. You don't understand it. Somebody has to open your eyes to let you see it. Some of you are victims and don't even know it, victims of racism and don't even know it. Don't know why you can't get in. Because somebody got their foot on your neck, stopping you from getting in. But not just you, lots of people. I'll tell you about that in a minute. What's the nature of a woman? The nature of a woman is to want to be taken care of by a man. Don't care, brother, what kind of woman it is out there, how independent she is. Her nature calls out to be taken care of by a man. That's her nature. Her nature calls her to do that. But what happened? She becomes so disappointed, so frustrated with men, that she don't even want a man no more. She now wants a woman. That's how frustrated she is. Why? Because some men don't take care of no kind of business. Some men take care of no kind of business. When a man finds a woman, he always improves her condition. Man improves the condition of his wife. Some women marry men, and her condition gets worse. So instead of him taking care of her, he takes care of the man, or the male, excuse me. And so what happens? he no longer be himself, and she's no longer herself. Why? If Allah says that the man spends out of his wealth, listen to the wisdom of how Allah says it. وَبِمَا أَنفِقُوا مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ from his wealth. That was said perfectly. Because it's Allah. You can't say more perfectly than that. What do you mean? You see, some sisters make a mistake. The woman sometimes looks for absolute rather than relativity. So then she compares her husband to another man who makes more money. That isn't the right way to do it. So therefore, she doesn't appreciate what he gives, follows what he earns. If a man makes $100 a week, it's not enough. But yet he goes out, work 8 hours a day, stand in the sun, and you know he hustles. He's not lazy. And he comes home at the end of the week and says, honey, here's $100. She's supposed to say, all right, boss, thank you, baby, for what you have done for me. But she says with disdain, what is this? This ain't enough for me. I want more. Nigga, you gotta go out there and get some more. This ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. You've never been nothing. Get out my face. You old low-down something. Other women, they got this and they got a car, they got a house, and I'm living in this raggedy apartment. I want me a house. Get out there and get me a house. Sister, you'll never get it that way. Because a man, nothing inspires a man like a good woman. Not a woman to badger and bash the man, but a woman to inspire the man. He don't need to be beat down. He needs a woman to console. A woman to say, honey, you can do it. A woman to say, baby, I'm behind you. I'm with you. I'm convinced I have conviction in you. And when a woman tells a man that, the man will go out there and conquer the world. A man will conquer the world for a woman he loves. And a woman who inspires rather than criticize, rather than beat down. And you will find out, sisters, you get infinitely more if you know your nature and know the nature of a man. And so when you beat a man down, you lose confidence in him. It makes him withdraw. So he crawls into the cave. What happened to my husband? He don't speak to me. He withdraws. He doesn't love me. He goes away. He don't want to be with me. He don't want to be with that. He don't want to be with that. Because he wants a woman that's appreciative. Honey, our family is appreciative of that $100 that you have gotten. Then the next day, she said, you know, honey, you know something? I know some men who make $700, $800 a week and they don't have near your talent. You better than they are. And then she leaves it. She drops the seed. Because she got to now be wise. No more wisdom in this and that. Everybody's no more wisdom, no more love, no more tenderness. Olden days, that's the way the women did it. And that's why they stayed married 30, 40, 50, 60 years. A woman know how to treat a man in the old days. But in the old days, a man know how to treat a woman. So now, we find many of our women on welfare. All right, I'm the man now. I'm married now. Give me a check. Come on, I'm the maintainer. See the Quran says, now reading Arabic now. Men are the maintainers of the women, so therefore give me your check now. And our man is the check money. Our man is the welfare money. You go out there, go lie, go bring me the money. Hey, go lie now and bring me the money. And our man is the money. Don't go for it. A real man say, honey, I realize the condition you're in. I'm going to take you off that. Let be the leader of this community. Every husband takes their wives off of welfare. Every husband. This is the leader of this community, of these Muslims. Every man who have a wife on welfare, get off of welfare. But make your plan. Plan it. I'm not going to let that woman stay on welfare one more day if she don't have to. But I will be the man. I will maintain. I will protect. I'll be the provider. Not the government. Because as long as the government is the provider, the government will get the respect of your wife and not you. Now that tell you another thing. There's no honey, all right, I love you. It's okay. You keep your welfare. I love you. You see, brothers, there's a misunderstanding that some people think that love is unconditional. No such thing as unconditional love. Everybody wants something in the relationship. They may not say it at first because she's smart. It's okay, honey. I understand. No problem. But when she gets you, you're going to have a different tune. Right, you should. But I'm saying he had a different tune from the beginning. So, brother, you a good brother, talk to my wali. My sister, I want to marry you. Okay, brother, fine, alhamdulillah. Talk to my wali. Talk to my guardian. You see, because the guardian, brother, ain't going to be no wishy-washy stuff. So, okay, brother, let me see your bank account. Well, what you mean? You want to marry my ward? Yeah. Let me see your bank account, man. What kind of money you making? What kind of job you have? Well, remember, I don't have a job yet, but I intend to get a business. When? Next year. Well, what kind of business? Sales. What kind of sales? How are you going to do it? What's your plan? What's your plan? What's the black and white? Where is it? Don't tell me about no stuff in the sky. Where is it? I can see it. I can feel it. I can touch it. I can understand it. Where is the plan? You see, because the nature of the man, you want to hear something, brother? The time you feel greatest, when you providing for your family. Don't you feel good, brother, when you come home shopping and you bring all the food home? Don't you feel good, brother, to know that your wife and your children are nourished by the food that you bought from the sweat of your labor? Don't you feel good? Don't you feel good to know that your wife's clothing, your children's clothing is based on what you have done by your sweat and by your blood? Don't you know a good feeling? Especially when the wife and the children say, oh, Dad, thank you. He's a good dad. You're a good husband. Thank you. What'd I do for a man? Man say, yeah. You know why? It goes with his nature. But sister, let me tell you something. When a man don't take care of you, believe me, he's beating himself. It is a true man. He don't like not taking care of his wife. He don't like it. So, oh, well, please help me to take care of my family. Please help me to get my family out of the condition that they're in. Please help me, Allah. And then you go to work. In my conclusion, brothers and sisters, I'm saying to you that it is the nature of a man. It is the nature of a man to work for a family, to spend out of his life, to sacrifice his entire life for his family. That is his nature. And he will be truly happy when he is in conformity with his nature. And it's the nature of a woman. It is her nature to accept security from a man. Every woman wants security. Every woman wants to know that she's loved and nourished and cherished. Every woman wants that. To know that her man, my man will take care of it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about food. My man will take care of the food. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the house. My man will take care of that. I'm not worried about education for the children. My man will take care of that. I'm not worried about that. This is the nature of a woman. But I tell you the truth, brothers. many of us, have caused the woman to go outside of her nature. Why? Because we didn't take care of business, now she must go out there and take care of business, and then now she must lose something of her feminine nature only because now she has to survive and take care of the family that was abandoned by so many men. Yes. And so many children abandoned by so many men. So many children abandoned by so many men. So now a lot of little children running out there, Muslim children who got fathers, they don't know where they are. Father don't send no money. Father don't send no maintenance. But a Muslim man, he runs toward obligation, he runs toward responsibility. He tries to find, where's my son? Where's my daughter? I want to be in their lives. That's a Muslim man. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have us to do. Now, brothers and sisters, I say this to you brothers in my conclusion. This society right now is suffering financially. If you read the papers now, unemployment rate is going up. New York City average is higher than all the cities around the country, higher than the national average. 10 million people in the United States looking for jobs can't find it. The question is, what do we do about it? I'm saying, brothers and sisters, brothers, we must please, I'm begging you, you have to band together. You have to do it. You have to do it today. I keep telling you, brothers, please, they are going to lay you off on your jobs. They're going to fire you. Read the handwriting on the wall. Big corporations are failing. People losing their jobs. Just the last month, another 100,000 went into the unemployed field. Big monstrous multi-corporations are failing. Don't you see the handwriting on the wall? What are you going to do? Just wait for the government to take care of you? I'm saying they're not taking care of you. In addition to that, they're talking about Muslim fundamentalists. You're going to be the first to go. You thought you were the last fired when you were African American. Or the first fired when you were African American. Now you're African American Muslim. And you came in an office so bad, yeah, Islam. See, they needed you before. Islam, I'm going to Juma, I'm going to make my prayer. You ain't going to say nothing about it. Now they got to fire 1,000 people. Now who I'm going to fire? Rashid, Muhammad, Ahmed. What's going to happen? Even if you're a good worker, you think they're going to keep you above their children, their friends? It don't happen like that. Not in this real world. Therefore, we must do for ourselves. That's what I'm saying. I said again, when the Junior prayer service is over, you got to get together, you got to pull your nickels together, you got to create jobs, you got to create industry, you have to do it. You have to do it. I'm almost ordering you to do it. Keep your job, man. Don't quit your jobs yet, but create business, create industry now. Keep the money in the circle now. Why? Because we have to keep our families intact. And believe me, if our brothers are not working, the marriages are not going to work. Say what you want to say. You're idealistic. I'm trying to be real with you. Because that woman, for a while, she accepted. But after a while, the nature comes up now. She's seeking security. I'm saying, brothers, these brothers have to be secure, man. And not only jobs, I'm telling you, brothers, you have to have jobs that pay decent wages so they can take care of their family. I don't mean working 2 jobs, each job making $3 an hour. So you work 18 hours or 16 hours, and then you spend no time with the family. Then you go to another problem. You want to have good jobs. So teach the children, educate the children, and at the same time, let the brothers, inshallah, work together to raise money, inshallah, so that we can be viable husbands and fathers, inshallah, for the pleasure of Allah, spend on our family, then take some to build Islamic institutions, inshallah. We have to do it. So I make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He bless the men to be men. Bless us to grow in strength and bless to prosper this ummah so that we can do the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make His ummah in love with Al-Quran. Make us to study the Quran. Make us to read and make us to memorize the Quran. Make us to understand Quran. Oh Allah, please bless us to implement your injunctions in the Quran. Oh Allah, strengthen us so that we be able to teach the Quran to the people. Oh Allah, guide us to Sirat al-Mustaqim. Oh Allah, you know how your community is suffering to finances or lack of it. Please help us and give us finances. Give us the strength and give us the courage. Give us the willpower to go out there and give it for your pleasure. Bless this community, oh Allah, with millions and millions and millions and billions of dollars for your pleasure so that we can develop the institutions for our children and for our family. Please help us. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وعلى أزواج محمد وعلى ذرية محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك الرحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
So California in 56 minutes. 56 minutes. They ain't playing, man. They planning, man. They planning. While you playing, they planning. That's why Muslims getting their butt kicked all over the world, because we ain't doing no serious business, thinking and planning, man. Because you know why? You busy running home to go watch TV. Poor brother Abdul Alim after every prayer, brothers, please come help us to give dawah. Oh, brother, I'm too busy. What you busy doing? Come, brother, let's give dawah. Let's invite the people to the deen of Islam. Oh, I'm too busy. Busy? Doing what? Show me what you're doing, brother. Show me. Show me what you're doing. Show me what you do every day. You can't come to the masjid and make some kind of commitment. Show me what you're doing. Show me. I dare you to show me what you're doing. I'll show you what I'm doing. It's ridiculous. I can't get work. I come to masjid like this with 2 arms and a bag full of work to do. I don't come to play. And I can't get through all of it because I don't have the kind of help that I need. Thank Allah for the security. If it wasn't for Ali, Mustafa, and Brother Sabir and Abdul Sabah and all these other brothers, Ibrahim, I have a problem. Do you know how many cases we have every day? Every day we have a case. Every day, 2, 3, 4 cases. I can't handle it all. So I said, Ali, come on, you got to do it, man. I need help. He's begging brothers to come for security, but you know what? Running away. You're too busy. Had a brother beat up the other day. Beat up. Got scars all over his face, knocked his teeth out. Why? He had a jalabi on, had a kufi on, had a Quran, took the Quran, tore the Quran up. We need all the brothers to get busy. Now, I'm saying, after Brother Ali investigates, I'm talking about taking 200-300 brothers over there and find out what's the problem. How come 7 people got to jump on a Muslim brother? We want to know what's the problem. But when I ask you to come, you going to come with me? Or are you too busy? Everybody needs to make some more commitment. And you know what? Grab hold of this leisure time before there come a time like me. You don't have time for nothing. You won't even have time for yourself. You're going to get so busy. And then he says, Hayataka qabla mautik. You better grab your life, man, before your death comes. Take advantage. You got one life to live in this dunya. One life. That's it. And you know what? It can come anytime. Last week, man, you know, they said he's a good man. Every day, go to work and go home. Spend time with his family. Go to work, come home. He was going to get his paycheck. He got caught in a crossfire. Somebody trying to rob a truck, a Brinks truck or something like that. Armored truck, payroll. He caught in the wrong place, wrong time. Boom, bang, dead, gone, right there, man. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't robbing a bank. He was going to cash his check. And guess what? You know what? You can walk right out Masjid Taqwa because we're right in the city, and somebody can blow you away. Even not after you. Yeah, you're going to die. How many ways can you die? Let me count the ways, how many ways we can die. How many? So many. You know what? And aren't we fortunate Allah gave us another day? You better grab hold to your life before you lose it. And you say, oh Lord, please, one more day. If I can have one more day, I'll give some sadaqah. Let me find out what I can give. What can I give? What can I do? Imam, you want me to come to the masjid? I'll come tomorrow. Please, oh Lord, give me another day. Give me another year. Give me another 10 years. I'll do better. You got to grab it now. Golden opportunity. One life to live in this world. And then it's finished. Either you be in Jannah, alhamdulillah, or a'udhu billah, you be in hell. And you can't do nothing in hell but say, oh, I fully regret. Oh, you know what? The Imam told me on that day I should get myself together and I ought to do something for Allah before it's too late. But now it's too late. I can't do nothing now. It's too late. It's over. And when is that day? It's tomorrow. It's next week. It's next year. You don't know. You don't know. That's the magnificent thing about it. You don't know. 3 weeks ago, one of our good brothers died. 2 weeks before he died, I was speaking to him. He said, Imam Siraj, look, give me your number. I got to get with you. We got to do some things together. 2 weeks later, he was dead. He wasn't expecting to die. And you know what? At his funeral, I called the Imam. What time the funeral? Imam, the funeral's going to be 10 o'clock, but I want the people to come 9 o'clock. You know why? We have to collect money to pay for his funeral. Had no money left behind. What you planning, brother? What you planning? Day to day, week to week? What's your plan? Or did you forget about meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? We got money put down on a house we want to buy. Fine, want to buy a house? Fine. How many of you have money on a down payment for your home in the graveyard? How many have a down payment for your home in the graveyard? You may not get to the mansion, but you will get to the graveyard. You may not make that co-op that you're looking for, brother. You may never get there, but you will get to the hellfire or get to the graveyard and pray to Allah, never go to the hellfire. So you're going to go to your home in the grave. Where will it be? In Jersey? Will it be in Staten Island? Will in Evergreen? Where will your home be soon, brother? How much down payment did you pay? Or don't you care? Or my wife should take care of that. My husband take care of it. The master will take care of it. But meanwhile, you saving money to buy yourself a home. I suggest we save money to buy a home in the earth when Allah take us back. I say, brothers and sisters, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بادروا بالأعمال الصالحات. Run! Hurry up to do good. Run! Don't delay to do good deeds. Now, do it now. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى صحبه أجمعين أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters, I told you that I want all of you and me to do something within the next 48 hours. And what is it? I want to remind you that we live in a Kafir country. America is a Kafir country. They don't do things according to Al-Islam. But as a Muslim, we follow Quran and Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, I want to remind you, brothers and sisters, that we're going to die. Everybody here this afternoon agree we're going to die. Prophet Muhammad said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, badiru bil a'mali salihat. Rush to do good works. Do you know I want everyone here within 48 hours to write their will. Yeah, your will. In Arabic called wasiyah. Wasiyah, your will. I have such and such property. I have a home, I have a car, I have money. If I die, I want my wife to have this, my mother to have this, my father to have this, my children to have that. It's a will. Why do I want you to do it in 48 hours? Number one, brothers and sisters, in this country, if you die without a will, it's called intestate. You die intestate without a will. Your state in which you live, the state, the government, will determine where your money is going to go. And they will divide up your property according to the law of that state. For those of you who live in New York, you die without a will, they take hold of your property and they will divide it up according to their law of their state. If you have no legal heirs, they will take it and give it to the state. What a shame Muslims die with no legal heirs to inherit their wealth, and the state takes it over. Why 48 hours? Because Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this hadith in Bukhari, volume number 4, hadith number 1, narrated Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it is not permissible for any Muslim who has something to will to stay for 2 nights without having his last will and testament written and kept ready with him. It's not permissible. It's not permissible. So you don't write a will. You know why? You know why you don't write your will now? You say, oh, I'll be here. I have time. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next year. You don't have next week. You don't have next year. You don't have it. It's how you have to think. I don't have it. So what I want you to do, inshallah, tonight, after this khutbah, start now. Tonight and tomorrow, what are my assets? Write them down. I have $1 in the bank. Okay, something. I have the clothes on my back. I have a car. I have a home. I have a business. I have property. Who gets it when you die? Don't you care? As a Muslim, you must. You have a right to give away 1/3 of your property to whomever you want to. But the rest must be divided according to the fara'id, law of inheritance, that's found in the Quran. Mom gets a certain amount if she's Muslim. Dad, if he's Muslim, gets a certain amount. My children, if they're Muslim, inherit from me a certain amount. Tomorrow, inshallah, before Salatul Isha, Brother Ansar Abdul Karim will be here with some forms for those who want to help you to make your will. I'm going to help you to make your will, inshallah. Now, you know, brothers and sisters, some of you may have some things that's good for the Muslim Ummah. Some of you have books that would be good for the Ummah. You can take and say, I will such and such books to the masjid or to the Muslim Ummah. Yeah. And this is how, believe it or not, many Christian and Jewish communities became enriched, because the people that died gave some endowment to the community, so the community continued to grow and prosper. Some give property, yeah, as endowments, so their community can grow. So why be selfish? And you're going to die. So you got all that money buried, right? And then when Allah takes you and you didn't write a will, it's no longer yours. It don't belong to you anymore. You blew it. You can't, I'm going to give it away. You can't give it away. It's too late. Spend before the day comes when there's no more spending. Spend before there's no bargain. See? So what I want you to do, I want you tonight, tomorrow, to write your will. Yeah. Write your will. Everybody. And guess what? When I see you, did you write your will yet? They asked Brother Siraj, did you write your will? Yes, I did. Yeah, I wrote it. Got my witnesses here. Even if you're going to revise it next week, write it now. You know why? Because you're serious now. You know that you're going to die. And then I want you to start looking around for your next home in the grave. And make a down payment on your next home in the grave. Yeah. Shows how serious you are. I say, oh, I realize I better start thinking about death. Yeah. Start thinking about death. Because that's where we're going. See, if you think about death, then we be careful how we live this life here. That's the thing. And brother and sister, all things that we want to go, inshallah, we want to do, we want to go to Jannah. So today, inshallah, this khutbah, I want to encourage you to grab hold to the 5 things before 5. Now you brothers and sisters who are young or younger than you're going to be tomorrow, take advantage of it today. Stop wasting time. Spend some time, voluntary time for the community. Spend time with your families. Spend time studying. Spend time with the brotherhood. Good, wholesome brotherhood. Spend good time. And stop wasting time. Those who are healthy, take advantage of it now. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now brothers and sisters, I'm asking you, before you leave, every week I say, I beg you, please put something in the charity box. Put something for sadaqah. Put something for the maintenance of the masjid. Allah bless me, alhamdulillah. You know, I go all around the country, and everywhere I go, Allah bless me to make a donation for the masjid. Even if I gave some money that will pay for 1 brick in a masjid, I said, oh, alhamdulillah, I paid my money for that brick. That's all I had. Yet I spent that money for a brick. Part of that is mine. Yeah. Or if I can buy a book for the masjid, think of it. If I can buy a set of Bukhari hadith for the masjid, and I put that hadith and I donate it to the masjid, every time somebody comes and they pick up Bukhari hadith, they start reading it. Brother Siraj can be dead in the grave, but he's going to get some credit because he bought it. So I intend, I'm going to buy me a couple of volumes of Bukhari hadith and Muslim hadith, buy some Quran, buy some books for the masjid, and then everybody can benefit from it. Even when we're dead, we can benefit from it. So you got to think like that. Think about tomorrow, what we're going to leave for tomorrow. Huh? Yes. Think about what we're going to leave for tomorrow. Do it now. Guess what? You still got a chance. You know why? We're still breathing. And when we do salam, make salat and say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Think, we may never see each other again. So say, when I go out and Brother Bilal holds up the bucket, I will not walk out today without putting something in it. Put something in it. A regular charity, even if you say, look, Imam, I can't afford but a nickel a week. I want you, everybody, to put something in that bucket. Yeah. The Prophet said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, save yourself even with a half a date. If he says a half a date, I'm saying you could put a nickel in there. And you know what? It may be your last act. And Allah may look at it and say, I forgive my servant for his intention to give something in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah help us, brothers and sisters. I seek refuge with Allah from the weakness of ourselves. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us our sins that we have committed. Oh Allah, have mercy upon us, your servants who try. Oh Allah, open up our hearts of charity. Make us to give for your pleasure and your love. Oh Allah, make us not to waste time. Make us to study. Make us to learn and make us to teach. Make us to memorize Al-Quran and teach Al-Quran and help others, inshallah. Oh Allah, help us and guide us to Sirat al-Mustaqim. Oh Allah, give us a good, useful life and make us to work for your cause. Oh Allah, help us to draw our families together. Oh Allah, help us to give in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Help us and guide us. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وعلى أزواج محمد وعلى ذريات محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أطعنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته والذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين والحمد لله رب العالمين.